Hello, I am Lakshman Maaheshwary, and today we are going to talk about Asian Development Bank. ADB was formed on 19th December 1966 and is headquartered in Manila, Philippines. It serves Asia Pacific region and currently has 67 member countries. Takeo Nakao is the president of ADB. It is a regional development bank which promotes social and economic development in Asia. It admits the members of the United Nations Economic and Social Commission of Asia and the Pacific and non-regional developed countries. Traditionally, and also because Japan is one of the largest shareholders of the bank, the president has always been a Japanese. Asian Development Bank is modeled closely on the World Bank. It has a similar weighted voting system where votes are distributed in proportion with members' capital subscriptions. It releases an annual report that summarizes its operations, budget, and other materials for review by the public. It is officially a United Nations observer. The aim is to become a social development organization that is dedicated to reducing poverty in Asia and the Pacific through inclusive economic growth, environmentally sustainable growth, and regional integration. This is carried out through investments in forms of loans, grants, and information sharing in infrastructure, healthcare services, financial and public administration system, helping nations prepare for the impact of climate change or better manage their natural resources as well as other areas. ADB offers hard loans on commercial terms primarily to middle income countries in Asia and soft loans with lower interest rates to poorer countries in the region. Let us examine the lending patterns of ADB. 80% of its loans are concentrated in 5 operational areas, namely education, environment, climate change and disaster risk management, financial sector development, infrastructure including transport and communication, energy, water supply and sanitation, and urban development, regional cooperation and integration, and finally, private sector lending. Let us have a look at the voting powers. The highest voting power is of Japan with 12.84% votes, followed closely by US with 12.752% votes. Then comes China, India, and Australia. There have been some criticisms of ADB. One of them is that the two major donors, Japan and the US, have had extensive influence over lending, policy, and staffing decisions. Oxfam Australia has criticized the bank for insensitivity to local communities. It has also received criticism from the United Nations Environmental Programme, which says much of the growth has bypassed more than 70% of its rural population, many of whom are directly dependent on natural resources for livelihoods and incomes. ADB's large-scale projects cause social and environmental damage due to lack of oversight. It has also been criticized over its role and relevance in food crisis. It has been accused by civil society of ignoring warnings leading up the crisis and also contributing to it by pushing loan conditions that many say unfairly pressure governments to deregulate and privatize agriculture, leading to problems such as rice supply shortage in Southeast Asia. It is also facing considerable financial difficulties and continuous operating losses. This video was about Asian Development Bank and was brought to you by Lakshman Maaheshwary. Thank you for watching. Enjoy your day.